Thank you very much for joining us again on the big story in Quest Television. Now, remember, today we're talking about the implication of the defection of Sen.Ned Nwoko, who defected from the PDP to the All Progressives Congress APC. And of course, today we have his Chief of Staff, Dr. Michael Wodko, who is helping us to discuss today, and is already here. And I'm here with Marvelous Ekwe. Marvelous was just about asking a question before that break.
Okay, so the former Vice President, Atiku Abubakar, says that elected officials should be barred from defecting from one party to another while in office. And the former Vice President stated it in Abuja at the National Conference on Strengthening Democracy in Nigeria. Now, against the backdrop of Senator Ned's defection, what do you make of former Atiku's statement? What do you make of former Atiku's statement that people should be barred from defecting from one party to another, especially when you have won an election in the other party? What do you make of that statement?
Yes, like I said earlier, membership of a political family is usually in line with one's political and philosophical leanings. And this political and philosophical leanings usually borders on the people. It is all about the people. It has nothing to do with individual interest. If the single senator, President Nwoko, is one who is pursuing self-aggrandizement or personal interests, he would remain, even despite his faith, with the government order, even despite, the challenges that within the PDP political family that has impeded on his ability to deliver on the dividends of democracy to the people. He would just pretend about it and then allow things to go sour. At the end of the day, it is his integrity that will be impeded. But he has built his name, he has built his integrity over the years. We wouldn't want anything to undermine his integrity, because at the end of the day, as an elected senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, he's accountable to the people. He's going to give account of his stewardship to the people. What excuse is he going to give if he's not able to deliver on the dividends of democracy to the people? What excuse is he going to give to the people? It is actually inexcusable. Are you getting? Yes, I know that it is important that one stays put. But of course, when the interest, that he represents, which is actually the people, the only interest as an elected officer is the people. Every other interest is secondary. The people would confess usually.
In that party and fix the issues going on in the party instead of running away from one party at the sight of any little trouble.
Yeah, I think if I could hear you clearly, what you're talking about is the implication.
Yes.
Now, the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended, under Section 40, guarantees freedom of association for all Nigerians. Every other law or constitution binding political parties, are you getting, must be bound by that constitutional provision, because the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria supersedes every other constitution. Are you getting? And so when you also look at, the Constitution very deeply under Section 68, 1G, yes, it clearly states that if a lawmaker defects from one party to the other, he's liable to lose his seat. But there's also a caveat that says that provided that the party is not divided at the point of defection. That's to say that if it is clearly established that there is division within the party at the point of defection, then that defection is justified. Things cannot continue to go wrong, and your ability to deliver on the dividends to the people is undermined, and then the internal party democracy within the party is also threatened by some certain, actions of actors, within the party, etc., and you will remain. No, you will do everything as one who feels the pulse of the people at every point in time and knows when it's palpable. Must do everything possible in order to continue to deliver on campaign promises to the people, because it is all about the people. Are you getting the same constitutional provision?
Yes.
Resolution 09, 1 D,
Dr. Nwoko,
and
are you there?
of course section 64 1G as it affects.
Okay, all right. Dr. Michael, please, if you can hear us loud and clear. Recently, the Director General of Delta State Communication Orientation Bureau, talking about Dr. Ogenesibe Latmo. He was on the station here to talk to us about certain issues. He was talking about the defection of Senator Ned Nwoko. Is as a result of his, he had this preconception that he was going to lose the election under the PDP, or maybe the PDP might not even give him the platform to contest the election, and that is why he defected from PDP to the APC. They're talking about Dr. Ogenesibe's comment here recently when he was here on the program. So what do you make of this?
Yes, my dear brother and friend, Dr. Fred Latimo, and I were on AIT a few days ago, and my position was very clear in response, to his assertions, and I made it very clear that he went out there to pitch the wrong narrative, and his assertions were very speculative. He could not have said such a thing because those are, those lacked the facts, etc. You cannot say that the single senator, President Nwoko, had considered defecting from PDP to APC because of fears of not having the party ticket. You see, people try to politicize these things, and I keep saying that this defection is beyond political shift. It is all about the people. It is all about, being able to enhance his capacity to deliver on his campaign promises to the people. Okay, and I also made it very clear, as at the time, we had this debate, that the distinguished senator would not allow partisan politics to undermine his ability to deliver promptly and above board on his campaign promises to the people of Delta North Central District. What is in getting party ticket? Party ticket is nothing to him. It's really nothing to him. But what happens after getting the party ticket? It is all about the people. It's all about governance. There is more to governance than the politics involved. That is what you must understand. Most people speak, just based on the prism of knowledge, that they have about politics and governance. After politics, there's governance. Are you getting? And it is what you do with governance that determines your popularity. It is what with governance that determines your ability to the people.
So I'd like to ask this now. Nwoko has a defamation case with Senator Nwoko'S, who is also from the Delta North, and there has been widespread speculations that Senator Ned Nwoko may likely defect to the APC. So currently there is also a defamation case between him and Senator Nwoko'S. How would Senator Ned Nwoko handle this situation if he eventually joins the APC?
Oh, thank you so much for that question. Distinguished Senator Ned Nwoko has made it very clear that he's coming into the APC as a unifier. He is going to work closely with everyone, all the leaders and members of the party, with a view to ensuring that the party is in a position to win elections and win squarely. He has made it very clear. And if you recall, lately he has been involved in wide consultation with top leaders of the party, both those holding sensitive positions under different MDAs, and of course those at the home front. The whole idea is to galvanize support, extract commitment from them, and to also make them to understand that it's not coming to the APC to dislodge those who are there. Well, he's coming to add value. He's coming to ensure that party, in order to deliver on the core mandate of the party. That is his message, and his message is very clear. I don't want to hold brief for Senator Peter Nwoko'S. I try to play by the rules when it comes to media engagement and strategic communications. with all due respect, I like to dwell on the issues. You see, if anyone is beginning at this point in time to try to blackmail distinguished Senator President Nwoko about joining the party, I don't think it is in the interest of the party, really. As a party leader, it is expected that you open your arms to welcoming others who are willing to join. I want to believe that party constitution do recognize the need to welcome many persons to join, and not even when you have a situation whereby a political colossus is coming into your party to add a whole lot of value in order to enhance the ability of the party to win elections. What are you expected to do? You receive him. You have to be receptive. So that is my advice to Senator Peter Nwoko'S. He must shun all these, blackmail, media engagement, campaign of calumny against Senator President Nwoko. All along, when the Senator Ned Nwoko didn't indicate interest to join the APC, he had not gone on this rampage of campaign of calumny. Why now? Why now? Then it means that I think perhaps the defection of Senator Ned Nwoko to the APC to an extent is a threat, to him, etc. But let him not be threatened by the presence of Senator Ned Nwoko now in the APC. He should see it as more of a blessing to the party. What is expected from all our sundry and party faithfuls and leaders is that they work harmoniously, they close ranks and see how they can strategically position the party to be able to guarantee welfare of members and of course win future elections. You see, democracy tries more when really there is an opposition, a formidable opposition for that matter, to keep the ruling party in check. That is the whole idea. We should encourage internal party democracy. We must encourage members who are willing to join, and of course add value. The single Senator President Nwoko really had come into the APC, add value. He had come in with a barrage of his supporters, and many of his supporters are also coming in droves, etc. That is an advantage to the party. Okay, and I'm also aware that a large number of party leaders, I can tell you that 99% of leaders of the APC in Delta State and Delta North Senatorial District really are happy, to welcome Senator President Nwoko, because they know that he is a political heavyweight and that he will add value to the party. Thank you.
This is a formal confirmation that would that be right for us to say that Senator Ned Nwoko has already joined the APC? Because this speculation has been coming up, people have been saying, so we need to get a yes or no on this here. And if he has joined eventually, then the next question will be that, that the issue of canvassing membership and support has been a very, very serious situation. Do you think that he is going to inherit the structures already on ground for the APC in case he has another intention of coming back again as a senator under the Delta North? Let's look at this here. Maybe first let's hear if he has joined APC already.
I can confirm that the single Senator President Nwoko, representing the good people of Delta North Senatorial Districts in the 10th Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, is now a member of the APC. Okay, and then talking about the issue of adding value to the party, or talking about the structures, etc., on the ground, the party as it affects, clinching the party ticket and winning future elections. Like I said earlier, Senator President Nwoko is one who believes in eternal party democracy. By the time it's to politics, are you getting? I believe the politics will be played in line with the rules clearly spelled out by the constitution of the party. So I wouldn't want to preempt what is going to happen in the party ahead of the 2027 elections. Because like I keep saying, it's not really about, politics. It is about the people. And I believe that under democracy, which is the government of the people, by the people, and for the people, it is all about the people. Ultimately, the people will decide who governs them. And I also believe that the voice of the people is the voice of God. That's why they say voice populi, voice Dei. Are you getting? So let us not preempt what is going to happen ahead of 2027, because like I keep saying, when the time comes for politics, we will play the politics in line with the rules, clearly spelled out by the constitution of the party. And of course, we should always bear in mind that we are all bound by the constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended. We're not going to run foul of these rules and the constitution of the party, or ultimately the constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. But I want to state here without fear of contradiction that Senator Sen.Ned Nwoko today in Delta North Central District is the most popular politician in the area. And coming into APC is a lot of advantage. What is expected of the party is to effectively harness his popularity and put it to good and judicious use for the other advancement and the good of the party and good of the people of Delta North Senatorial District, Delta State, and of course, Nigerians at large. You would recall his work at the National Assembly. Today, arguably, he is the senator with the highest number of bills and motions. Truly, that is novel as far as Delta North Senatorial District is concerned. Just under 2 years of becoming a senator, he has surpassed his predecessors who had spent, some spent 2 tenures, some did 3 tenures, etc. He already surpassed, their work in the Senate. And that is to tell you, however, that the civil senator, Sen.Ned Nwoko, is a firebrand. He is really needed by the people of Delta North Senatorial District. So the issue of platform shouldn't be much of a problem, because I know that the party leaders, party faithfuls, etc., are equally feeling the pulse of the people, and they also know when it's palpable. And I can tell you that when it comes to politicking within the party, we play by the rules, in line with the constitution, clearly spelled out, by the party's constitution, and of course, in line with the constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended. But ultimately, the people would take the decision.
You just mentioned the Constitution, and earlier you talked about his, rights of association. We can belong to any political party. Now, let's go back to the legitimacy of his actions as a 7th senator in the Nigerian Senate. Now, we have the Constitution of Nigeria. It's very clear on the issue of 7 legislators moving from one political party to another. So we have in the Constitution, Section 68, subsection 1, that says that a member of the Senate or of the House of Representatives shall vacate his seat in the House of which he is a member if, here we have been a person whose election to the House was sponsored by a political party. He becomes a member of another political party before the expiration of the period for which that House was elected, provided that his membership of the latter political party is not as a result of division in the political party of which he was previously a member, or of a merger of 2 or more political parties or factions by one of which he was previously sponsored. So now the question is Senator Ned Nwoko on the safe side of the Constitution?
Yes, you have just reminded me of the constitutional provision as it affects defection from one political party to the other, involving a lawmaker. Section 68(1)(g) of the Constitution, Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended, made it clear, just as you have read. There's a caveat, even though it states that a lawmaker who defects is liable to vacating his seat, but provided that its movement is not as a result of division of the party. So it's very clear that once there is an established case of clear division in the party you are defecting from, then your defection is justified. Like I stated earlier, I believe as media, outfits, that you also monitor the trend of events within the PDP, and you will agree with me that the party really is being shrouded in controversies, division, and factionalization, etc., which is enough ground, for defection to another party. So it's very clear, So the division in the PDP is crystal clear for everyone to see, except one is not monitoring, trend of events, etc. You recall what happened a few days ago during the BOT meeting where two national secretaries were seated. That's a clear case of division and factionalization, in a party, which constitutes enough ground, for defection. It took the intervention of security agents to restore, peace, at the national secretariat of the party during the, last BOT meeting.
The voice of God. And with this while, I want us to go there. Now, very quickly, because we don't have much of the time again, what are the future plans for the people of Delta North now that the senator has defected from PDP, which you confirmed this morning that is joined APC? What are the future plans for them? And do you think that they are really in support with this defection? Because I know that the trends and social media will be agog with these movements right now. And as it is now, you're social media savvy. What can you say about this very quickly before we round it off?
Yes, the people of Delta North Senatorial District voted overwhelmingly for Senator Sen.Ned Nwoko, for which he was inaugurated into the 10th Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, June 2023 to be precise. And since then, the distinguished senator has sustained his trajectory in the area of people-oriented projects as well as programs and policies, and they are happy with the distinguished senator. And I can tell you that the news of this defection, really, they have received it with great joy, because they also do know that the distinguished senator had taken this critical decision because he wants to sustain the trajectory when it comes to people-oriented projects and programs and policies for the people. Ultimately, it is for the overall good of the people. And so don't be deceived or carried away by a campaign of calumny, blackmail, propaganda. These things are normal in politics, but these things really are far from the reality that is on the ground. In politics, for those of us who have been in this politics for a very long time, we normally dwell on the reality that is on the ground. Are you getting? Yes, social media, sensationalism, etc., and all that, they are there, but we know the combination of factors that could lend credence to victory at the polls during elections. Ultimately, it is in the hands of the people. And the people of Delta North Senatorial District, I can tell you, without fear or contradiction, that they are happy with the distinguished senator because they know that his defection ultimately is in line with their interests and their overall good. Thank you so much for having me. God bless you.